In this video, we will show you how we use smart money concepts while US stock market meltdown and use ChatGPT for a remarkable winning trade. We will show you the complete trade strategy and the breakdown, including ICT trading concepts, daily bias, liquidity hunts, fair value gaps, Judas swing, power of 3 and complete optimal trade entry strategy with a complete trade management. This 19,000 big figure algorithm will use the big figure to drive the price. Daily bias is bearish. Smart money and the algorithm has done a liquidity sweep. So buy side liquidity has been grabbed where smart money can now sell for these buy stops. Now let's use ChatGPT. ChatGPT news came positive for the US dollar. So in the 1 minute chart and a strong displacement down, 1 minute change of character, fair value gap, lottery entry in the fib 62%. So this is where we place a sell limit order targeting the liquidity below Asian lows. That's where we will take our second take profit. So we are in the micro mini Nasdaq index futures weekly chart. So you can see continuously the price has been coming down, melting down all the way. And over here you can see the price is close to the 19,000 big figure. So because of that, there's plenty of liquidity around this 19,000 big figure. So for this trade, based on this fact, our trade direction, daily bias, the weekly bias was bearish. Okay, so now let's jump into the daily chart. So looking at the daily chart, you can see the price was in a uptrend, but you can see from this push down, there is a market structure shift. So now the price is bearish with the market structure shift. And also you can see the price has continuously been bearish with the bearish market structure. And also as discussed in the weekly chart, you can see the 19,000 big figure over here. So there's a lot of liquidity around this area. Smart money will use this big figure to target and to build liquidity and also to drive the price. And also the algorithm will use the big figure to drive the price. So with all that, our daily bias for this day is bearish. Okay, so now let's jump into the 15-minute chart. So in the 15-minute chart, the market structure is bearish. And for this price swing, if we draw the fib from this swing high to this swing low, you can see now the price is in a retracement and there's a possibility where the price could reach around fib 62%. So if the price reach this area, then we will consider into a sell entry because our daily bias is bearish. So now let's see what the price is doing. So this is the Tuesday midnight opening. The price is continuing the retracement up, grabbing liquidity around the Asian session of the previous day, and the price is coming towards this fib OTE level. So let's see what the price is doing. You can see around New York around 8:30, 8:45 there's a price push down over here. However, we are still watching for the price action signatures because this push down did not strongly displace below this swing low. The push down came but it halted in this area. So because of that, we are waiting for more price action evidence. So let's see what the price is doing now. So this is around 9:30 a.m. New York time. We can see by the time the price has formed relatively equal highs, which is buy side liquidity for smart money. So what we are looking for is a liquidity sweep, liquidity raid above this buy side liquidity to see the footprint of smart money. So now you can see the smart money and the algorithm has done a liquidity sweep. So buy side liquidity has been grabbed where smart money can now sell for these buy stops. So with this liquidity sweep, what we now do is we are looking for a price action signature. Also you can see with the liquidity sweep, there's a wick is being formed, which is a possible sign of price pushing down. So with these price action signs, now we will go to the low level chart to see if there's any possible bearish sell side entry being formed. Okay, now let's use ChatGPT for us to get more market insights and more about macroeconomics. So this is the prompt we gave into ChatGPT asking for market insights, and then when we were doing the live trade, we noticed that the macroeconomics and the market insights are bearish. So the index have suffered substantial losses with all the geopolitical and USA trade related policies. So with all that, we can see ChatGPT market insights and macroeconomics suggest us that the market is bearish. So which also confirms our bearish weekly and daily bias. You can see the news also indicates indicates the bearish market sentiment. Okay, now let's look into economic calendar red news. Okay, so when we were taking the trade at 10 o'clock, there was red news and news came positive for the US dollar, which possibly then can cause the stocks to go down. So that also supports our bearish biasness for the day. Okay, so now let's jump into the 5-minute chart. So looking at the 5-minute chart after the liquidity sweep, you can also see the price is currently above the midnight open over here. So when we are trying to take a bearish trade, we prefer to take the sell entry above midnight opening price. That is based on the concept of daily power of 3. So what possibly happening here is in the end of the Asian, the price has accumulated and then the price is moved up for the manipulation part to trap traders. So this is the concept of daily power of 3. So smart money can sell into those trapped traders. Okay, so now let's jump into the 1-minute chart. So in the 1-minute chart, we can see that liquidity sweep over here and the price pushing down. However, we are looking for a strong displacement down and also a possible change of character or market structure shift. So let's see what the price is doing now. So you can see the displacement that we were looking for. Price further grabbed liquidity and strongly displaced down. In this candle, price pushed down. However, a wick is formed. So we were waiting for more evidence of smart money footprint. So now let's see what the price is doing. So now you can see over here a swing low is formed and a strong displacement down and also 1-minute change of character over here. So this swing, the price was pushing up, then this swing low is strongly broken down with displacement, which causes the change of character. So all these signs with this liquidity sweep and with the daily bearish biasness and the strong displacement, change of character gives us all the confluences for us to take a sell entry. So what we are doing now is we'll draw a fib OTE, a fib from this swing high to this swing low and see if the price comes to the fib 62% retracement level for us to take a optimal trade entry. Also you can see during this displacement, the price has created a 1-minute fair value gap over here. So this is the 1-minute fair value gap and the OTE fib being drawn from this swing high to this swing low, and now we are looking for a possible OTE entry in the fib 62% area. So what we will do is we will place a sell limit order and see if the price will come and grab our entry. So this is where we place a sell limit order and also we keep our stop loss above the swing high, which caused the fair value gap. And our first take profit target will be around this swing low. So now let's see what the price is doing. So you can see now this candle came and grabbed our sell entry. So now we are in a sell entry. So now what we have to do is we have to manage this trade. For that we will have to go for a higher time frame to manage the trade. And as I said earlier, our first partial take profit will be around this swing low. So now let's go into higher time frame, 5-minute and 15-minute, and manage this trade. Okay, so now let's jump into the 5-minute chart. So in the 5-minute chart, when we are managing the trade, we can see the price is pushing down in this area. So let's see what the price is doing further. You can see over here, this candle came and grabbed our first partial take profits. So we banked some profits at this level. Okay, so now let's jump into the 15-minute chart. So after banking partial profits over here, we still keep some part of the trade to run, targeting further liquidity below Asian lows and also below the previous day lows. So there's plenty of liquidity below this area because this is the previous day low. So we keep our trade running, targeting further liquidity down. So this is effective trade management. Let's see what the price is doing now. So once it forms a swing low here, the price is retracing back. However, we are still in our trade with partial profits. Now the trade has almost come to our entry location. However, we don't exit the trade because we have banked some partial profits, and if the trade continues going up, we will be taking the stop loss at that point. However, by the time we are in profit, so we keep trade running. So as you can see, the trade again came down while we are in partial profits, and what we are checking here is because there's a slight halt in this area, we are checking if the price will form a swing low in this area. If so, we will take our second partial profits. As this ends up in a green candle, we will go to the low level chart to see if there's a swing low being formed for us to take our second take profit, partial profits. Okay, so now let's jump into the 5-minute chart. So in the 5-minute chart, when this swing low is formed, that's where we will take our second take profit, partial profits over here for a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio. So we bank our second take profit at this stage, and we will keep the trade running, expecting to target the previous day loss, liquidity over here. Let's see what the price is doing now. You can see the price is coming all the way up now, and also you can see in this price move up, this swing high is broken up, so there is a possibility now the price can go up. However, we still keep the trade running because we have banked 2 take profits, and we will see what the price is doing now. So you can see now after the market structure shift, price strongly pushed up and it went above our stop loss. So at this point, when the candle reached here, the trade hit our stop loss and we were out of the trade. However, by that time we have already banked a remarkable 1 to 2.5 risk to reward trade based on the concepts we teach you. Also, this trade demonstrated you sound risk management where we take partial profits and manage our trade. If you would like to learn the trading strategies we use, click the link given in the description below to access the full free course and use that knowledge to get funded and start trading like a professional. Okay, so it's end of the video and we will see you in another video.